Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, thank you for choosing to be here. Please make sure that you give this video a very big thumbs up and don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel. And if you're an OG on this channel, period, okay. So in this video I am going to be talking about 10 things that I learned as a first-time mom. This is part one. I will be doing different kinds of things because I learned way more than just 10 things, okay? So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So if you are a mommy and you are watching this video, I hope you can relate, girl. So let me not talk too much. Let's jump straight into this video. Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, the Hood Mona Lisa, the young girl from the ghetto doing big things in the city, Imama Lama 2000. Okay, so the first thing that I learned as a first-time mom is to always carry a burp cloth with you everywhere you go. So those are very, very important. Most of the time when you burp your baby, he or she is most likely to throw up all over you, and I don't think you're trying to be changing your tops 3-4 times a day. So always carry a burping cloth wherever you go, even the one that you just throw over your shoulder. That will really save your life. I used to carry like 3 or 4 burp cloths in her backpack and a big one for my shoulder because these babies are very messy, okay? And tip number 2 is that if you are trying to run errands or you're trying to get busy on your home, I would very much advise you to carry your baby on your back or your front in the kangaroo carrier. That way you'll be able to just run errands smoothly. I prefer the back because the front is very tricky if you're trying to reach out for certain things. I just personally throw her on my back and I'm good to run my errands. Okay, tip number 3. Tip number 3, if you're trying to keep your baby awake for his or her feeds, English today, Nina. If you're trying to keep your baby awake for his or her feeds, just play with their hands or their feet or their ears. That will keep them awake so they'll finish their feeds. That will just also help you to make sure that your baby is full before they go to bed. Otherwise, you will be waking up every hour or two to be feeding your baby. So just make sure that you keep them awake for their feeds. That way they'll be full and they'll go back to sleep. Alright, okay, tip number 4 is swaddling. Swaddling is very important, especially when your baby's still fresh and newborn. It helps them to stay warm while they are sleeping. That way it just reminds them of being in the womb. I was very shocked when my mom used to swaddle Shy, but I realized that it makes her sleep much more better. That way they are warm, they're comfortable, it reminds them of their womb. It will just help you. Trust me, swaddle your baby when they go to sleep. Tip number 5 is co-feeding. This is a very personal one, judging from my experience. Sometimes I really wish that I co-fed both breastfeeding and formula. Breastfeeding can be very tricky because you have no other option other than breastfeeding, okay? Everywhere you go, you just really have to pop out your boob, or you can't even go away for an hour because, you know, I recently introduced myself to a breast pump. It hasn't really been helping me that much because I don't lactate as much as I want to. But I also just recently introduced her to formula and I realized that it actually works for me. I could have just done that earlier. But yeah, if you're a mommy and you know that you even have to go back to work, I'd recommend that you co-feed. That way it will just be easier for you. By the way, she has a little bit of a scar. She fell from the bed, so don't come at me. Okay, tip number 6 is actually a trick that my mom taught me. Say hi. Say hi. Yes, hi. This is a tip that my mom actually taught me. If your baby is having problems with a clogged nose, you can actually use your breast milk to unblock their nose, or you can just pour a drop of breast milk in their ears, in their private areas, in their eyes, and even their nose to keep them from allergies. What's wrong, mama? Wow. It's just to protect them from allergies or any other bacteria that you might find growing in their private parts, their eyes or their ears. It's like medicine, herbal medicine. It's just breast milk. So the 7th tip is to always keep a bag with literally almost everything wherever you go, whether you're going to the mall, where you're going to shop, even if you're just going around the corner with your baby. Please keep a bag with everything, even a second outfit, just in case of a poop spill or any other accident that your baby might have. My mom also actually taught me that trick. So usually in Charlotte's backpack, I literally pack everything. I'm gonna do a video on that, so do stick around. So yeah, if you're going anywhere, the mall, or you're going out, or you're going to the shop, or you're going to a doctor's appointment, please carry a bag with almost everything: your clothes, your diapers, your medicine, literally everything. Eighth tip: if you are a breastfeeding mommy, your boobs are going to be leaking 100% of the time. Okay, so make sure that you get yourself some breast pads, put them in your bra, your nursing bra that you'll be wearing, and that way you just avoid any leaking, any stains on your shirt. I used to have those, and it really definitely would not look nice, especially when you're in public. So I could not buy breast pads at the time. So what I would do, if you also can't afford breast pads, I would just take a normal pad, cut it in half, paste it inside my bra, and I was good to go. That was actually the best remedy I would ever do. So yeah, wear breast pads, okay, to save yourself the embarrassment. Tip number 9. Okay, so tip number 9 that I have learned as a first time mom is to never buy fitting clothes for my newborn baby. When I say these babies grow fast, these babies grow overnight, I'm not even exaggerating. There's clothes that I even had to get rid of that I bought for Shai that she never even got to wear, okay? So never ever buy fitting clothes for your newborn. Buy a size or two bigger. That way those clothes will last you longer. Especially if you're a single parent and your finances are a little bit shaky, I advise you to buy 2 or 3 sizes bigger. That way your baby's clothes will just last longer. You know what I mean? Last but not least is to enjoy every moment with your little baby. I know motherhood can be very hard. It's something that you literally cannot get used to overnight. But the best memories you spend with your baby is the things that you'll be reflecting on when they're older. So I would advise you to enjoy every single moment with your baby. If you can relate to this video, please don't hesitate to give this video a thick thumbs up. And also subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. And share with other mommies or mommies to be who will relate to this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.